India has many beautiful birds, and this book is one resource to help you learn all about them. So today I'm going to go through what I thought of this book and give you my review on it. So let's get started. What's up guys? Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want entertainment to discover new things, tutorials, and more, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps out a ton. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below. Now let's get started. So today I'm gonna give you a basic overview of what's in the book, like its contents and everything, so you understand what you're getting if you buy this book. Then I'll tell you what I personally liked about it, and then I'll tell you what I didn't like or my problems with this book, and then I'll give you my overall rating review of the book. So let's get started, and I'll tell you what's inside this book. This book is called A Naturalist's Guide to the Birds of India. It is by Bergen Grewal and Garima Bhatti. And so inside this book we have a map of India. More about that later, as I have a couple problems with this. It also has a nice little introduction about India and like different geographical areas and that. It has really good photography inside, but there's other sides to the photography I'll get to later. And it has good information about the birds. It has a nice little checklist at the end of the book with all the birds you could find in India. And then it has a nice little silhouette page where it has like all the silhouettes of birds you would see up in the sky flying around or soaring. I thought this was a really good idea and resource, so if you see like a big hawk up flying in the air, but you don't know which one it might be, you can just look at this page and figure out what shape it was. And so I think this is one of my favorite parts of the book, because this was a really good idea. And so what I really liked about this book was that it had really good photos. Like I said, I have a different problem with the photos, but just the photos themselves, they look really good. They did a good job taking photos. I also like the introduction. It has nice information inside it. The silhouette page is a really good idea, like I said, and I really appreciate this, and I thought it was a fun, smart idea, and would be a good resource. And it just, in general, had good bird information. But like I've been telling you, I had a couple problems with this book. One of the main problems I had was rather than having an individual range map for each bird, it just has one map up front. What I really find useful in other bird books is that for each individual bird, it would have a little map and shade in the areas that it lives. This book doesn't do that. Instead, it tells you its distribution, like where it lives in terms of like areas in India, and then it just has one big map at the beginning for you to look at and figure out where they live. And if you know India geography well, then this could work for you. But being new to India, this does not work for me. And so that was one of the main problems I had at the book. The other main problem I had was in some birds, the sexes look different. So one will be one color, the other one will be a different color. Well, for this book, they don't show the pictures of both. Like, they'll just have the male, and then you don't know what the female looks like. And so if you see the female, you won't know what it is. And so that was the other main problem that I had with this book. So overall, I would give this book 3 stars. It definitely has things inside it that I like and good resources, but the things that are missing, at least for me, made it a little harder for me to use. And so if you were new to India, I probably wouldn't recommend this book to you, as it's not easy to tell where the birds are if you don't know the geography in the area well. But if you have been living in India for a while, and you were just starting off with watching birds, this is definitely a good starting point, and I would recommend it. So if you know India well and the areas of India, you can tell where the birds would be, and this is definitely a good starting point, although I definitely think there are better field guides out there. But before you guys go, I have an announcement for you. I have started a Goodreads account, and so I am linking that down in the description below. This way you have a secondary way to keep track of what I'm reading, besides the reviews that I put out on this channel. And that way you can get other reviews too, as I won't be doing a video review for every book I read, but I will try and put out a written review on Goodreads for most of the books I read. So this is a secondary way for you to keep track of what I'm reading and what I thought of books. And while we're on the topic of keeping track of what I'm reading, I will say that if you head over to the discussions tab of my homepage channel, you will see that I am keeping a list of what I'm reading and what I'm currently reading on there. So be sure to check those both out. I will drop links to both of those below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.